I find it strange that a lot of religions have so many similarities. Like Buddhism believes in a spiritual realm. Hinduism, a spiritual realm. Christianity, a spiritual realm. It just keeps going on and on. And the similarities in a lot of religions have written word of things that have happened that seem to match all across the board. Great flood, angel type beings. It's just strange how the similarities are there, but we don't really connect the dots too often. They also have, in ancient times, going way back, they have scripture and written word of beings, spiritual beings or aliens that would come down, or some sort of humanoid would interact with the people here on Earth. And there's writings about it. In Hinduism, there's writings about it in India, and every country has written word and paintings of interactions with people outside of this earth. And these people outside of Earth, they had flying machines and weaponry that would be something futuristic. Lasers, nuclear devices. I mean, there's so many stories of interaction with things outside of this planet. And they all interact and coincide with religion, because I guess religion was the main source of recording history. But it's there. I mean, what is all that? What does it have to do with us today in these modern times? Interesting how we still have interaction with something outside of this world. What does it all mean? And is it the same as what was there in the past? But why wouldn't they actually show themselves to the people? Is there some sort of religious connection to it all? Are they angelic? Are they our makers? How much of written history is true? How much can we believe? How much was made up to connect the dots or to make a story sound complete? How much was left out? How much was kept secret? But to protect what? If you had told so many people in ancient times, this is what it is, this is what's out there, what was the fear? If people just lived and grew with these outside beings, our world would be different. Would we have extreme technology? Would we all be living in peace? But see, if those ancient aliens, whatever, had that much technology compared to what people had in ancient Rome, say, they could have easily taken over the earth. They could do whatever they want. They could abduct all the people they wanted to abduct. They could do anything they pleased because nobody would be able to compete with their technology. So that's an interesting thought. Why didn't they? If there is something out there and they have been visiting and it's all over ancient text, why didn't they just rule the world? Why not? Or have they? Are they ruling the world? Are they ruling the world and we are just living in their lies? And how easily we've been manipulated to believe in lies. This world is super bizarre and has so many oddities, yet we just seem to go with the flow. And is that part of the great awakening that people talk about these days? For years now, right, we hear about the great awakening. And does that have something to do with religion? With the controllers of the world? Did they put some sort of illusionary technologic spell on us? And is it lifting? Is it running out? Are they angelic beings coming over and the Bibles of the world are true and we are living in times that are coming to an end? It's interesting that we have so many different religions and we are spread across a great amount of land. So, yeah, we could have many religions. But it is still strange how even though we have many religions, some bigger than others, but even those large religions, like Christianity, is broken into pieces of several different styles of Christianity. If we look back in times of like the 40s, a lot of, maybe even earlier, but those separate styles of Christianity, parents didn't want their child marrying other styles of Christianity. Protestant couldn't be with the Baptist. How strange is that? Why the division? And how does that division happen? It's orchestrated. We've all been divided since the dawn of time. Our history books show us connection of religion to something spiritual or alien to this planet. And all of ancient texts has this connection with us and something outside of us, outside of here. But this something that's outside of here, for some odd reason, isn't making a obvious here I am connection to everybody. So that's a curious oddity. Why no connection? Why no information? Why isn't this outside source giving it to everybody? That's why if we think that they're demons, maybe they are. I hear that on social media, right? You look on the internet, there's so many theories of alien life. People want to compare those to demons. They're coming over here to abduct you and do tests on you. It just seems kind of strange. I'm not saying it's not happening, but isn't it an odd scenario? There's too many odd scenarios. And there's so much division being created. And the powers that be have such a long connection with each other from bloodline. That's an odd scenario. The Bushes have connections to the Queen of England, and they have connections to Vlad the Impaler, who was a ancient ruler of whatever, and that's where the idea of Dracula came about, and we have movies of Dracula. I just find it strange that this is even existing out there like that. I mean, there's so much access to information these days. And the more you look at all the information, the more turnarounds you get. And the more cliques get formed. And you know how people are when they're in their cliques. Nobody likes the outside clique. But then information gets skewed even further if we're not open-minded to hear other ideas. I don't know. I think we're living in a permanent world of illusion, creating people to be delusional, and we like to stick with our clique and point fingers. Who knows best? But the further I look into all of this, it just seems very well orchestrated. All these religions, all this good advice, and even with the good advice of religions, there's a turnaround there. There's people on the internet in our world of awakening that say meditating is wrong. Compared to the Christian Bible, if you meditate, you're opening the doorway to be possessed. How does that work? You're just in a relaxed state, trying to clear your mind and calm your nerves and be at peace. I know there's hand symbols to the meditation. They're supposed to hit certain areas of your body, and the hand symbols, maybe there's some sort of weird connection to spirits. I don't know, but quite frankly, if I really think about it, I'll say no, they don't. But we live in such an illusion, full of delusion, that maybe maybe the Christians are right. Maybe that is wrong to do that. It just seems far-fetched. I mean, Christians like to pray and put their hands together. Again, the hand symbols. And they bow and they put their hands near their head or their chest, their heart, their mind, and they think and pray what they want to connect with their God, who's in the spirit world. Buddhists and Hindus can do hand symbols, and they do the hand symbol that looks like a prayer to the chest to center their chakra. So the symbols are so similar. But everyone's using hand symbols, and everyone's going into a state of meditative prayer. I don't agree that meditation is opening you up to be possessed, but I find it to be more of a position of prayer. Because when you do meditate, you don't actually go completely blank in the mind. I like to meditate. Your brain has a way of constantly thinking and replaying things in your mind and daydreaming, but to me it is a form of prayer. But like with anything, I think those things can be turned to bad intentions, maybe, because we know the alter ego bad guy in Christianity is here, right? And he's here to manipulate the masses, and people have written a Bible for him. Probably things in that dark Bible about meditation, and it's just corruption, right? We're constantly being divided, corrupted. What is that manipulation? Why is it there? Why so many religions? Why so many pockets within a designated religion? I think we're going to find that all these religions are connected as one religion. And I don't like to say it that way because I know that the one world government and people speculate that there's supposed to be a one world religion in the new world order. But honestly, looking at all of it, dating way back in history to now, it seems that they're all connected. It's just someone got their sticky fingers into it and started manipulating and adding in nonsense, taking out probably important things, and making it very confusing. And this is for every religion. So if we dissect it and see all the key points that match, and there's so many of them, I think it's telling me that they're all connected. They're one religion. I think we've been misled. The division and the judgment, and we've been allowing ourselves to be manipulated. All the religions have so many common aspects that they're all one. Tell me what you think. Are the religions all one? Has all the religions been manipulated and torn apart and rewritten so many times just to confuse us? To keep us running in the hamster wheel. It's time to get off the hamster wheel. Give it some deep thought. Do you think all the religions are one? Let me know. Thanks.